What a chaotic night this has been. What a chaotic situation.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Being accompanied to the ring by Ron Harris, weighing in at 302 pounds, Heavy D, Don Harris.
And the Harris brothers make their way down to the ring. Singles competition this week with Heavy D involved against an individual who certainly embarrassed both of them 1 week ago. And we take a look at the action that went down last Wednesday with the Harris brothers attempting the H-bomb on Sharkboy. Sharkboy able to escape both Harris brothers as well as Mike Sanders. And Sharkboy stayed one step ahead and embarrassed the Harris boys.
And his opponent from 20,000 leagues under the sea, this is Sharkboy.
Well, he prevailed last week against Mike Sanders, but tonight it's a different story, Don.
Well, right now, Andrew Thomas in the ring is telling the Harris brothers it can only be one. One only. Who's it going to be? Big Ron or Heavy D? What a choice you have to make.
Well, JB announced Don Harris, so my presumption is that it's going to be Heavy D.
Well, obviously someone could have told Ron that he's upset.
And that's exactly the situation. Ron Harris still at ringside. Heavy D against Sharkboy. We don't need a tail of the tape to talk about a size discrepancy and size advantage in this match, do we?
I give Sharkboy all the credit in the world for getting out in the ring with these giants.
I would estimate somewhere in the neighborhood of about a 100-pound weight advantage.
Oh, I'd say more than that. I'd say 150.
And
Heavy D's approaching 300 pounds, at least 125 pounds.
And this is about trying to gain some of that respect back from Sharkboy after he embarrassed both Harris brothers and Mike Sanders 1 week ago.
And you know, Mike, they're going to try to do everything they can to not only just physically whip the tar out of him, but pull that mask off of his head.
Yeah, if you think about it, it was a couple of weeks ago when Glenn Gilberti first mentioned about taking the mask off of Sharkboy, and ever since then, that's really been their focus. That's what they've been trying to do. They've been concentrating on that. Sanders last week and Heavy D this week, but I think before he takes off the mask, he wants to inflict some pain and punishment because they were so badly embarrassed a week ago.
Oh, I love the quickness of Sharkboy. What a kick!
That would be one of the advantages. The speed, the quickness, the agility of Sharkboy. Off the drop kicks, he ducks the clothesline.
I'll tell you what, though, one big clothesline from that guy, and it's all over for Sharkboy. It might be all over right here.
Yeah, Sharkboy committed himself, went airborne, caught by Heavy D. Amazingly enough, he shrugs him off, he rolls him up and gets a 2 count. Wow. Sharkboy trying an offensive move, and Heavy D just stopped him with the knee. It's Sharkboy with the clothesline attempts.
Oh, there now. You knew something was going to happen. Did you see Big Ron just pull him out of there like he didn't weigh a penny? Threw him into the rail. Sharkboy, he had to know what he was getting into. Oh, you notice Big Ron tried to act like he was helping him back up?
Yeah, they've got a game plan here, no question. Ron Harris positioning Sharkboy on the ring apron. Heavy D. Oh, God. The power.
It just goes to show you they were thoroughly embarrassed last week by Sharkboy getting out of their grasp.
Power advantage here is just way too much. Don Harris just flinging Sharkboy into the steel safety rail. Now he's come over here by our broadcast position. Got a chair that he's tossed into the ring.
Just flung it in the ring. And again, Big Ron has Sharkboy and throws him back in the ring.
Back to the offensive goes Heavy D. Drives that big right hand into the mask.
What chance does he even have, Mike?
Boy,
honestly, what chance does he have?
Very little, not only in a one-on-one match, but then factor in Ron Harris at ringside. Corner to corner by Heavy D, following up with the clotheslines in the corner. Oh, snapping back the neck of Sharkboy.
Oh, look at that. That just shows you, though, the guts and the courage of Sharkboy wanting to impress TNA officials and wanting to impress the fans coming out here, but
here it is.
Sometimes always trying to take the mask off.
Well, we knew that was certainly their focus. They were going to concentrate on taking the mask off Sharkboy. And
he's not going to let it happen.
Listen to the chants from the crowd. Let's go, Sharkboy.
Trying to fight back. Oh, look at that.
Just stopped in mid-move.
Whoa, the force of Heavy D right there, just flinging him down.
And Ron Harris with some words of wisdom.
Going for the mask.
I think Ron Harris said, take the mask off. Unmask him.
Are we going to see what Sharkboy looks like?
Well, we thought we would a week ago, but he was able to escape both Sanders and both the Harris brothers.
The crowd trying to cheer Sharkboy on somehow, some way.
And now just toying with him, just having his way. Got him throttled. Looked like he was going to try and take him up for a choke slam. Sharkboy tries to fight back. And does.
Great move there. Driving the head down on the knee. Yes.
Look at that. Dropped him down. Hangman's neck breaker. I thought that was impossible just because of the size difference.
Great little kick there by Sharkboy. He's got to do something. If I was him, I'd get out of that ring.
No.
Look at that. He's going for it.
Instead, he's going to try and follow up this advantage that he has, and it's a momentary advantage. Corner mount, repeated shots.
He's going for it again.
Right back to it.
You gotta love Sharkboy.
And I think Ron Harris is even frustrated now. Ron getting up here on the ring apron.
Andrew Thomas.
Sharkboy.
Oh, he rolls for
Whoa.
Great job. Ron caught him unawares.
Uh-oh. Heavy D's got him. Gonna take him up.
Whoa!
Choke slam down. And the pin. That's academic.
The winner of the match, Don Harris.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen now.
Yeah, this physical mismatch
No, wait a minute.
is gonna be followed up by the H-bomb. H-bomb, they planted him. And now they're gonna get the mask.
There's no way he can fight both of them off.
He's trying to fight him, but there's just no way. You're right.
He's got the mask.
They got the mask off of him.
He's got it.
We're gonna take a look and see what.
All right.
He outsmarted him. Sharkboy had a game plan.
Now they see it.
He had a mask underneath the mask.
Oh, he lost the match, but he won the war, Mike.
And he's gonna fishtail out of the ring again.
As far as I'm concerned, Sharkboy's victorious.
Sharkboy stays one step ahead of the Harris brothers. All right, let's take a look at BG James, Ron the Truth Killings, and Conan. They call this the TNA Weekday Update.
This is TNA Weekday Updates with 3 live crew. The news with B. Jizzle. With the sports, K. Diddle. And the weather with the suntan Superman.
Good evening. Welcome to TNA Weekday Update. Our top story tonight. Shut the hell up. You're scratching over there. It's like a typewriter, supposedly. Our top story tonight. President Bush returning from his trip to Africa. He's still debating on whether to send troops into Liberia or not. And apparently, African food does not agree with the president. He was quoted at a press conference today at the White House as saying, and I quote, "I've got the drizzles, my nizzles," end quote.
That's what the president said?
My chisels, my... He's got the drizzles. It's on your paper, too. Anyway, let's go to sports. Sports with Charles Ashcroft. K. Diddle in the middle. What's going on in the world of sports?
Yo, Sammy Sosa was found with cork in one of his bats. And in related news, Glenn Gilberti was found with a sock in his trunks.
Oh, no.
You knew about that, right?
Oh, I saw it.
Yo, the Kobe Bryant alleged sex scandal making headlines this past week. Rumors that the 19-year-old in question is Juventud Guerrera are completely unfounded.
They're unfounded. Juventud is not 19. He's 20 years old. And the man's dating, you know he's dating.
Kid Romeo.
Kid Romeo.
Yeah, right.
That's no news.
That's not heard.
Anyway, Dusty Baker, in a related story somewhat, the Cubs manager was also quoted as saying that white people weren't as adept to playing in the heat as, say, blacks and Latinos were. And Dusty Baker was also... Whew, it's hot in here. These lights. Was also quoted as saying, I can't breathe. Suntan Superman, help the cracker. Tell him the weather.
Oh, you tripping sometime, man. It's kind of nippy in here to me. Anyway, nippy in here. Outside is hot. Outside is hot as hell. So let me tell you this right here. Learned this a long time ago from my daddy. Don't worry about my minimatologist board. It's in the shop getting fixed. When I get the board fixed, I get it back on there. Old family tradition. It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain today?
They ain't say it's gonna rain today. Sooner or later it's gonna rain. Everybody know that. Man.
Why aren't you wearing a shirt? Why is it this
Man,
guy
they said we didn't have to wear a shirt. I've been doing the weather, man, taking care of the weather stuff. My family, my brothers and nephews and uncles take care of the
dog,
weather.
I feel you. I got you.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, all right.
Traffic conditions.
all right.
Traffic conditions with the weather right now. It's like, it's messed up out there because it's fog and smog and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like on the way up here, we couldn't hardly see nothing. It's smog, fog, everywhere around us,
Rod.
thick like fatback. You know what I'm saying? Fog everywhere outside the car.
Dog, the
Couldn't see.
fog was inside the car. That was what we meant.
No. On a more serious note, ladies and gentlemen, we sat around earlier in the writers' meeting trying to find something